All right, Coach, we'll start with opening thoughts of being a 2 seed, getting the host for a second year in a row, and we'll take a few questions from you.
Yeah, I told the team that this is only the second time in program history that we're a 2 seed in the tournament. I think 2012 was the only other year. And hosting back-to-back years feels really great. It's something that I hope that this group has raised the standard of the program as. This is going to be what we're shooting for every year, is to always, host NCAA playoff games and trying to host as many as we can. This group has done an amazing job, and I'm really excited for them to be playing their best volleyball at this time of year and be able to play at Matthew Knight Arena a little bit longer. So just really excited for the tournament to start.
2012, a good team to try to follow on the heels of?
They did pretty well, Yeah, they were just they're what a fun team to watch. And we talk to a lot of them often, and they're cheering us on all the way. I already have texts in my pocket from people on that team, which is always a great feeling too when the alumni are so connected and watching and invested. But yeah, I mean that's our standard so far in the program is trying to compete with that team, and I think it's really great that we're in that mix.
For both of you guys, seeing Purdue ahead, potentially another Sweet 16 matchup. I know that happened back in the COVID year. What do you guys remember about that match against Purdue, and are you excited that could be a realistic possibility down the road?
Yeah, I think we're a very different team than then. What year was that?
2021 spring.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. I have 7 years. I'm trying to figure out which. Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that one now.
What a
I
time.
feel like we have a lot of great pieces this year. I feel like we're a very different team than we were when we saw them last time, and they're a very good team, and I would be excited to see them again.
Just big picture, given Karson how close you guys were last year, just how much of you guys, in some ways, feel like the entire season is built up to kind of getting back now to the onset of this tournament and trying to go farther.
Yeah, I feel like, especially having a lot of older girls and a lot of new experience on the team, everybody kind of has those different little experiences of having those really close matches with really tough teams. And I think our preseason also set us up to kind of have a little taste of what that might be like later on. And I feel like with that preparation and where we are in the bracket right now is a really good position to be in. I feel like there's going to be a lot of games that are going to be tough, but I know that we've prepared ourselves enough up to this point to handle those challenges.
What's your favorite part of just hosting that opening weekend and just getting the tournament underway?
Definitely being able to stay home. That's awesome. We have a great crowd, great fans, and it's always nice to play in Matthew Knight, and we get one more opportunity to do that, and I'm very grateful for that.
Matt, do you know much about either CLA or Iowa State?
Don't know much about them. Just as soon as it was announced, got on their website and was trying to figure out who they were. So a couple of players and coaches I recognize and know a little bit. So we'll have our homework ahead of us. Probably won't sleep much. Iowa State, I haven't seen them play much this year, but their coach is one of the best out there, and they're always good. And Hawaii, obviously, we played earlier this year, and we've watched them a lot, so we know what they're capable of. So it's a great quad. I think it's going to be really high competition, and I'm excited for our fans to be able to witness it.
You did, come into this year hoping for one of those top 4 seeds. What do you feel like you learned about just how tough it is to compete, match in, match out at that level that you'll use for the future?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't know where we'd land today. I thought we could have been anywhere from 4 to 6, and we ended up at 6. Because you just don't know what's going to matter to the committee to make that decision. I thought we could have been any one of those positions. Yeah, we're probably 1 loss away from being 4, and that's kind of how that goes. But again, to be the national champion, you got to win 6 times in a row against really good teams, and so it's about consistency. And I think I've been talking about that all year. About consistently playing at a high level, and we've done that for the most part. So again, if it comes down to one match, that's how it goes in the tournament. You squander one, then you're done. So I think it's all great preparation for us, and again, hopefully lessons learned. And we're ready to go.
Karson, in your experience, what's the biggest difference in postseason volleyball compared to regular season volleyball?
Well, you don't get a second chance. I feel like that's a big one. And also the fact that you play a lot of teams that you haven't played before. Sometimes you get lucky with, we played them preseason, or sometimes someone in your conference. But I think everyone has that little bit of a disadvantage of you don't know these teams really. You don't really have the opportunity to play them once, to play them again. So it's kind of a fresh off, new start. But I'm really excited. I think it's going to be cool. I also think it kind of gives you a little bit of, I don't want to say grace or whatever, but give yourself the opportunity to learn something new, learn how to play against new people, and do it quickly and win.
obviously the future is never guaranteed, but to know that every time you take the court now, it could be your last match.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how do you think that'll impact you emotionally? You know, are those thoughts that are going through your head already?
I mean, there's always a little bit of that, like obviously being very grateful to be here. I'm very, very grateful. I know our senior class is very grateful to have at least one more guaranteed match in Matthew Knight Arena. And of course, we want to extend that as much as we can. But yeah, I don't think you can carry that fear going in too much. Healthy respect for it, but yeah, I'm not too scared.
Is the warm-up gear a hint at something new we could see on Thursday, or is it just new gear?
No, this is just this is our tournament present. So we got the whole outfit. That'd be cool though. We'll call football. We'll see if they have their retro jerseys ready for us. We can stitch them up in time, but hopefully they look good. So.
Colin Wilson was here in the fall of that year.
Yeah.
He's now there. I know that was a very messed up year, but how much time did either of you spend with him? I know he was only here for a couple.
Yeah, a little bit. He was with the beach team for a few months. But yeah, I know. I just saw that, and that's who we're playing in the first round. So a little Duck connection there, which is cool. I'm sure he'll be excited to come back. He's a good guy.
How do you prep for, you know who you're playing Thursday, and obviously you want to play somebody Friday. How do you kind of try to balance, focus on Thursday without getting too far ahead to possibly Friday?
Well, in my experience, the only way to do it is focus on that first opponent. And actually, that's what we do in the season. And we just, when we play Friday, Sunday in the pack, we just, throughout the week, we're focusing on Friday's team. And then we do a quick turnaround and get ready for Sunday. So I think we have to do it that way because that's what we're going to have to do now. You cannot look ahead. That's when you see things happen that you don't want to happen. So Southeast Louisiana has a great record. Their offense to defense, hitting numbers are really impressive. They look like a very aggressive serving team. So I think we have our work cut out for us, and we're excited that we get to play them here as opposed to going there. And if we take care of that, then we're fortunate enough to game plan for the next one.
The first game being at 7 or at 4, and then your match at 7. How much do you have, right? How much time do you have to watch the first match and then have the time to prepare for your match at 7?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of right away. It depends upon how long that first match goes. But yeah, we're just there, we're watching. We have the team watch like the first set, maybe first set and a half, and then they just need to go get focused on what they need to do. But it is always an awkward time. It's tough because you're trying to split brain. But, for the most part, again, with us, I feel like I've said it all year, it's about us taking care of our own business, no matter who we've played this year. And we've played really great competition, but it's always been about us. And I think nothing changes in the tournament.